Thomas Frank has been sacked as Tottenham head coach. It's been coming, it's been inevitable, it's been coming around the corner, and he's now finally dismissed as Tottenham head coach. If you think this has not been coming, you are in cuckoo land. This brother is only 5 points behind the relegation zone. This brother has got 2 wins in 17, bro. He has absolutely flopped at Tottenham Hotspur, and he's now been dismissed. Less than what? He's been there since June. And he's now being fired, man. Listen, I rate him as a head coach. I rate him as a manager. But I'm sorry. What he has done at Tottenham has been nothing but short of a disgrace. It has been. Whether you don't like Tottenham, whether you can't think objectively or not, honestly, guys, this guy has been terrible, bro. Yes, they've had injuries. Yes, there has been boardroom problems, and we'll talk about that. The bigger issues are Enoch and the top. But I'm sorry, the results, the performances, the lack of game planning, the lack of game management, the way he addresses the media, the way he speaks after games, this guy has not been good enough. And you know what? He had the audacity to basically say, I will be there for the Tottenham game, as he stared at the interviewer. He gave the interviewer a death stare. Honestly, man, he got too big for his boots. He got too way overconfident. And you know what, man? He can't complain. When you have the results here, and I will tell you the results here, when you have the results that he has shown here, wallahi, you have no complaints, bro. You have no complaints as a Tottenham manager. I'm being dead serious, you guys. You have no complaints, bro. This guy has been absolutely horrendous. Let's get into it. Let me give you my thoughts, but let's get into the David Ornstein bomber. The David Ornstein bomber is this. Thomas Frank sacked as Tottenham head coach. Tottenham working through various possible contingency plans to replace 52-year-old Dane as a club sits 16th in the Premier League. 16th, you know. They finished, 17th last season? Shocking. No improvement. Absolutely no improvement at all. Well, there is a one position improvement, but we are already in, February. You know what I mean? Tottenham got to that situation later on in the season. 5 points above the relegation zone after 2 wins in 17 matches. This is what Tottenham had to say on their official Twitter page. The club has taken a decision to make a change in the men's head coach position and Thomas Frank will leave today. Thomas Frank was appointed in June 2025. Wow. Brutal. Literally, 7, 8 months in charge? Maybe less than that. And we have been determined to give him the time and support needed to build the future together. However, results and performances have led to the board to conclude that a change at this point in the season is necessary. Throughout his time at the football club, Thomas has conducted himself with unwavering commitment, giving everything in his efforts to push to move the club forward. We would like to thank him for his contribution and wish him every success in the future. Before I give you the stats here, before I give you the crazy stats, and I mean these are bad stats on the manager. It really, really is. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted this manager at Manchester United Football Club. I really did. Like when I actually deep it, yeah. After Ten Hag's dismissal? I looked at the available managers. I was like, we could go get Xavi, we could go get manager abroad, but I looked at Thomas Frank and what he's done at Brentford, he's actually improved them. I actually believe he's deserved the opportunity to be a Tottenham head coach. He's deserved the next step in his career. He's done it well at Brentford. Now was the opportunity to say, right, get more wages, I get bigger funds, I go to a bigger football club, no disrespect to Brentford, but Tottenham is a bigger football club than Brentford, and you establish yourself, you take that risk. It's not worked out, but I don't once believe that he's a bad coach. He's just been a bad coach at Tottenham, and that's the reality. He's took the risk, and it's backfired. Has he had the squad? I don't believe this Tottenham squad is absolutely good. I really don't. I think the forward line is average. I think your midfield, cool. I like Sarr. The other one, the Swedish brother's got a future. I mean, Gallagher, is he the answer? I'm not sure. I think, you know what I think about Romero? I think he's overrated. Van der Ven's a good centre-back. Spence is good. I don't think your keeper's any good. I look at your squad, Colin Moani, you know what I mean? Odeberg, good. Maybe you got a youngster. Tell, has he done enough in the Tottenham shirt? Again, there's a lot to talk about whether this squad is good enough. Xavi Simmons, okay, one for the future. Again, has he done enough in the Tottenham shirt? Has he been consistent enough? Cool. Maybe played well in the last couple of games. But I look at it, I think he did come into a mess where he had no Madison, he had no Kulusevski, he had none of his star players. A lot of the players were injured. He has come into a team that's been decimated with injuries. No one can say to Tottenham, yeah, that they are what do you call it, making excuses with injuries. They've had a lot of injuries, Tottenham. But the reality is, for me, what I tweeted about Thomas Frank at the start of the season, he is almost viewing Tottenham as Brentford. You cannot go into games where your XG is like 0.01, 0.05. Like you're creating next to nothing. You're playing this defensive minded game. You cannot do that. You need to elevate. You need to, make a new wave at Tottenham. You cannot do what you did at Brentford and apply it to Tottenham Hotspur. You just can't. And that was his downfall. He judged Tottenham as Brentford. And he was almost in this mindset of, well, I did it at Brentford and that worked for me. No. Sorry, but the standards are higher at Tottenham. They want to play that Tottenham way. They want to play a brand of football that is good, that, that supports, that plays good. Bro, come on, man. Tottenham do play good football. During their years of watching Tottenham, I've always associated Tottenham as a good footballing team. Whether they got Mourinho and certain managers, Nuno Espirito Santos, Pochettino, they play good football. They play good football under Martin Yol. They play good football under, what was his name? Harry Redknapp. Look, they play good football. But the results and the performances were absolutely horrendous. And this is what they were, guys. 38 games for Thomas Frank as manager, 13 wins, 11 draws, 14 losses. Absolutely horrendous. We go one further. Thomas Frank averaged 29 points from his 26 Premier League games in charge of Tottenham. That's 1.12 points per game. That is the lowest points per game return on record amongst all Spurs managers to oversee 5+ matches in the competition. That is horrendous. That is alarming, bro. The points that they are collecting, bro, is horrendous, bro. Horrendous. This is what Thomas Frank said. He said, I am convinced I will still be in charge against Arsenal. I am 1,000% sure that I am the right man. No accountability, no self-reflection of this man. He has none of that. He's this man that is basically taking all the hits, and the board have had enough. And the worst one, like I said to you, was Thomas Frank's record here. Look, 24 games with 6 wins overall, but 2 wins in the last 17 matches. Teams sit 16, 5 points of relegation, leading to his sacking. They have reached the Champions League last 16 as well, which the new manager, by the way, can build on. But I'm sorry, it just wasn't working, guys, man. When you look at their squad and you look at the results they're having, bro, like, they should be nowhere near this position. They shouldn't be, bro. They should be nowhere near this area of the league table. Whether you think they've invested enough. They bought Xavi Simmons in summer. They bought in Kolo Muani. They brought in Gallagher in January. Now, this is a club that has spent a lot of money. But, what is the board doing, though? What is the plan of the board now? Because you've sacked this manager, you sacked Ange now. What next? It is a worrying time. As much as you can blame Thomas Frank here, I hope the Tottenham fans here are looking at the board e-link and thinking, what are you lot doing? Because they came out in a press conference, or they did an interview after the January transfer window. I think it's one of their directors, right? And he's already talking about next season. Brother, nobody wants to hear next season. Everybody wants to hear now. What are you doing now? What's your plan now? It's all good and well talking about next season, we're going to attack the market. This is all just buzzwords. These are all just things that you want the fans to hear. No. You've got to be able to come out with a plan and be able to execute it now, bro. The squad needs you now. Who are you going to bring in now? You don't want to bring in Dom De Zerbi. He's just been sacked by Marseille. And when it goes bad for him, it's going really bad. What do Tottenham do now? It is a mess. People don't take Tottenham that seriously, but it is a mess, bro. Daniel Levy is now gone, and he's not on the forefront of decisions. Who now is going to do it? You got the former Arsenal guys. You got Vinay. Who is doing it? Who is there to sort this mess out? Because it is a huge problem. Like, West Ham If they don't get their act together, West Ham, yeah, could be involved in a situation where they could overtake Tottenham Hotspur, and it's not even a far distance reality. Like when you actually look at it, guys, yeah. And I'm gonna bring in the table right now for you to go and watch, yeah. But look, Tottenham. If I scroll all the way down here, like if Nottingham Forest win today, right, they can go level on points with Tottenham, which is a possibility, right? The goal difference obviously helps Tottenham in that favour, and just so the West Ham one. But look, like it's only 5 point gap, and they've got Arsenal to come as well. Like the games that are coming for Tottenham Hotspur are mad, bro. Look at it. Luckily, you can have a little bit of a bounce against Arsenal, but then you've got Tottenham. Then you've got Fulham. You've got Crystal Palace at home, Liverpool away, Forest at home. These are tough games. Manager bounce or not, these are tough games, guys. But I don't know who the candidates are. I really don't know who actually goes in for him. Apparently, they're looking at De Zerbi. I'm looking at the options that are here. Oliver Glasner. Look at me, Oliver Glasner. Pochettino return. Is that a possibility? Xavi Hernandez. Xabi Alonso. Ruben Amorim. You don't want him. You don't want him. Trust me. Robbie Keane, former Tottenham player. Enzo Maresca. Marco Silva. For me, I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't want to go back to your ex. I'm not going to lie to you. It never goes well going back to your ex. De Zerbi, I would not go with him. I would go with Xavi Hernandez. I would go with Oliver Glasner. I think Oliver Glasner can make that step up. Again, you know, he does have problems with the boardroom, so it's going to be a problem. I don't think you're going to get Xabi Alonso. Ruben Amorim, no, I don't think so. Robbie Keane, Enzo Maresca, and Marco Silva. I think Marco Silva does deserve that next step up. I can't lie to you. So it would be a mixture of Oliver Glasner, Xavi Hernandez, and Marco Silva. Pochettino, honestly, I would not go near him. Trust me, guys. Going back to your ex it's not good. It's not ideal for me personally. Anyway, you wouldn't want to go back to your ex. So yeah, let me know in the Tottenham fans what you like to go with. But yeah, I don't know. It's a mad one. I can't lie to you. It is a mad one. It is a mad one, bro. I'm a little bit of a shock, but not really shocked as well. But when you have that kind of results, bro, United would have trust the process, by the way. My United fans, I would say, oh, give him time. You know what? One thing I will say about the Tottenham fans, though, you've been in unison about the fact that you've wanted the manager gone. I feel like that's what Tottenham fans have done. You've all been together in the manager leaving the football club. So that's what I will give you in that regards. Like, you've been in unison of him going. So fair play in that regards. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Thomas Frank has been sacked as head coach. Like, subscribe, hype. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Peace.